Alright, so we're in escrow. We got the seller to agree to do some repairs for us. Great, right? But you know what? I decided I could do it myself. I don't really want them to pay for it, right? I mean, I can also pocket their money and not do the repairs. Isn't that great? Now, stop. Before you get any further into that, if you have a lender, they're not going to allow that. Lenders will require you to either do the repairs or not. There's no in between and getting a repair credit. But what if you really insist? You have the tools, you know what you're doing, and you do really want to pocket some of that money because you feel like you can do it for a better price and whoever is going to do it. Here's how you do it. Let me get around it for you. Well, before we get into that, if you don't have a lender, you're paying all cash, good for you. Don't you have to worry about a lender because sometimes when you're taking someone else's money, the lenders, you're bound to the rules and regulations. That's the only drawback right there. Now, before we get started, step 1, make sure your real estate professional knows the rules that the lenders impose regarding credits. They limit the amount of credits and what the credits can be for. So that's step 1, making sure your real estate professional knows the regulations of the lender. And number 2, you can go ahead and get an inspection report from a contractor or actually an estimate to show how much the repairs are going to cost. Then you bring it up to the seller. Hey, Mr. Seller, Mrs. Seller, here's how much it's going to cost to repair this damage right here before we can actually move in comfortably or safely. That's more important, of course. So you show that to them and you get them to agree to do the repairs. So you're doing all this verbally, by the way. You're not getting them in writing that they're going to agree to the repairs verbally. And then once they do agree, you let them know, hey, you know what? This is step 3. Hey, you know what? We understand it's kind of a hassle for you to have to look for a contractor, schedule with them. Why don't we go ahead and give us some credit for it and we'll take care of it ourselves. It'll save you a lot of time and trouble, right? Get them to say yes. So once they say yes, and say, you know what, let's have it as a credit for our buyer's expenses. That way, it's not going to be a repair credit. It's going to be a credit for your buyer's expenses. The lender does allow that. They do allow the seller to help out buyers for their closing expenses because the truth is, closing expenses can be pretty expensive and not all buyers have that kind of cash. So that's how you get around the restriction from the lenders regarding repair credits. Again, that's making sure your real estate professional knows the rules of the lender, getting an estimate and talking to the seller side, and then let them know you want to save them the hassle. You got to make it important that you are saving them the hassle, that you can go ahead and just take care of it yourself and just have them pay you instead. And then from there, hey, do what it takes to get the job done. Any extra money left over, hey, pocket the money, do whatever you need for your new home. All right? Now, hope that information helps you today. Go ahead and share that nugget with your friends or family if they're thinking about buying or selling, anyone that it can help. And again, if you have any questions, reach out to me. Any questions about what I went over or anything you want me to go over in a future real estate nugget, let me know. All right? Take care and you have a good day. Bye-bye.